Good afternoon, guys. Marcos Piper. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful day. Currently 10 to 4 in the afternoon. As you can see, it's very nice over here, but I've got no shade outside, so I'm still in the shed. So again, I'm smoking my LCS birthday pipe, and just for you, Simon, that's the laser engraving of the dragon. Let's get my head out the way. A little focus. Come on. So that's the Welsh dragon. It's Simon kindly had the laser engraved for me. Again, I'm smoking some Bill's blend in this, unfiltered. Gonna tip some in. Push it down lightly pack it, push it down a little bit, add a little bit more. I normally use my hand like this, and I just tip it in the jar, or out the jar, and just gently pack it in, not too heavy. Just get rid of some of the excess. Been trying to sort my reversing camera out on my car, which is an aftermarket I got with a new stereo I put in. You know, one of these all singing, all dancing stereos, you know, touchscreen and whatever. But I've been trying to wire up the camera, and I still can't get the bloody thing to work. And I've lost the instructions. So I was watching a video yesterday, in case I got the wires mixed up with the positive and negative, but I'll have to have another look at it a bit later on when it cools down a bit. It's just too hot to be doing anything really, you know. I know some of you poor buggers are still in work and all that, but you know, but in the house, no aircon, it's a little bit warm, so I'm just chilling, having my first pipe for the day. Watching a very good video earlier on about a subject that has always interested me, and that's about the pilot Emilia Erhart. As you know, she was doing a round the world crossing when she went down. I think it was 1937, but don't quote me on that. And apparently they found out, but because she made a mistake was easily done, and a lot of pilots have done it. She miscalculated the fact that she did cross the date line, so which put her miles off course to where she was hoping to land, which was in an island which I forget the name of. You know, I just watched it about an hour ago. But they reckon they found the her wreckage now. So there's two teams sort of doing work on trying to find her plane, and obviously the lady herself. But it sounds like they've perished on an island. You know, obviously no supplies, money. Obviously they run out of fuel. So they reckon she's about, I think it's 60 or 80 miles off course from my last radio message. Well, if anybody else is interested in that, I'm gonna put the link in the bucket, just for, I found it very intriguing, and the money that people are spending on trying to find this lady and her aircraft, her Lockheed. I think it was is it Lockheed E10 Electra or something it was called. Very nice looking plane for its you know, for its age. Got two fins on the rear of the aircraft, you know, on the tail. Very nice plane. Obviously it was we took out the passenger seats and then set her out with that for extra fuel tanks and everything she put in it, supplies. I reckon she's managed to land the aircraft on water, you know, and I reckon from the spread of the debris, she's done it very, you know, she managed to come out gently rather than just crashing into the water, which a lot of people thought she'd done. Like I said, there's 2 teams now working on this together. You know, they were separate because one was looking at an island where she was supposed to have gone to, but she was actually about, I think it's 80 miles the wrong side of it apparently. So they've had some special diving equipment, which is spent. It's like, it looks like a torpedo, a DSB, and that alone cost like 9 million quid. $9 million. Technology now is helping them find, you know, do stuff like this, which they couldn't do back in the day, you know. Or finding stuff at uncharted territory, you know, of the oceans around the world now. Especially deep water areas where the pressure is unbelievable, you know. Whether she actually got out of the plane, we don't know. But it looks like they think she might have perished on the island because obviously no way of getting off. More likely the batteries on, obviously if the plane's in the water. She couldn't signal, couldn't make a radio signal, you know, from where she thought she was the last radio signal telling them what flight path she was on, you know, the degrees or whatever it was, or the line she was following. Very interesting stuff, very interesting stuff. One hell of a pilot as well, you know, for a lady who became a pilot after going to an air show and was so intrigued. She became a pilot 3 years later herself. She broke numerous records. She was one of these women very up for women's rights and stuff like that, and you know, women can do just as good as men can do. That's what she's trying to prove. Very interesting story. And even like earlier this year, you know, this is when this video come out. I think it's February if I check the date on it. We're still finding stuff, and there's still a lot going on. But after all these years, they reckon they finally found her, and obviously her navigator. But the island she was trying to land on was only like 1.5 miles long, so not much room for a for the aircraft. I don't know how much runway they need, these sort of aircraft back then anyway. Them Lockheed's needed. It doesn't seem a lot. But obviously she's calculated to land on that island, and then obviously because of the crossing the date line, it's messed up everything. I think she's I think they said she was 3/4 of the way into her journey, or the incident happened. I'm going to watch it again. One of them ones you have to go back to, just because there's always going to be something that hasn't sunk in, you know. I reckon they found bits of the aluminium from the aircraft which coincide with the aluminium from that era, and they reckon they found a jar which had mostly some sort of crate which had cream in, which is from Freckles, which used to you know, what she would have used. A few other ladies' shoe from that era, you know, the 30s. She was a bit of a fashion icon as well. I think she had her own brand of fashion. Very interesting lady. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing, guys. Not much, I know, but I found it interesting. I just happened to be flipping through, you know, through the YouTube. And I come up. I was watching a guy who I watch a lot on YouTube about my watches. His name's Teddy. I can't remember pronounce his second name, so I do apologise. He's got a. Wish he opened his own store, you know, somewhere in America. Good, you know, seems a good, decent fella. Baldas or something like that. Sorry for making a mess of his surname, but one of the guys I got to start following quite a lot on his channel. Still haven't decided what sort of watch I want for my birthday to treat myself. Trying to keep it under, you know, within a reasonable amount of money. Don't want to go over £500 sterling or whatever that is in dollars. Maybe 620, something like that in dollars. I think the pounds are worth about 124, 125 in dollars, so I don't know. Keeps changing on a daily basis, so yep. At least you're chasing somebody. Again, another Squire aromatic, this Bill's blend. It's a Virginia Cavendish blend. It's supposed to have vanilla and nearly said mushrooms then. Marshmallow. Can't read me old writing. Vanilla and marshmallow. Anyways, it's a nice blend. I don't fancy anything too heavy in this warm weather. It's not, for me, it's not really. So a blend with latakia in it, you know, a little smoky barbecue blend might suit some people. I think some places are hitting 24 degrees today. I don't know. I think that might be in London down south. Like I said, we're up northwest, sort of in the middle of the country, northwest. We normally always a few degrees lower than London. So we might about we might be hitting 18, 20 at the moment. Well, I mean, I can feel it. I can feel it in the shed, obviously, because the shed's tin, so I'm bound to feel it. But really nice day. Had a delivery come in this morning. I got 4 tins of Ever Beyond, and 4 tins. Well, I think the Ever Beyond I got because I wanted to top up my the ones I already in my cellar. I'm not sure how many got, but I thought it 10 because I think I wanted, like, as you know, 10 is the normal amount of tins to have in your cellar. What most people prefer anyway. Maybe 1 or 2 extra just to, if you're smoking them, if they're in your rotation or something. And I do like that Ever Beyond, same as the H-State Burley. And I got something I haven't tried before, and I wanted to because I've been curious about it, is the Nutty Irishman. So I've got 4 tins of that as well. Very similar, because they're both Cornell and Deal tins, as you know. They're very similar coloured designs. They're both like green labels on the tins. And the nutty nice, I believe it's got a hazelnut in it, isn't it? Hazelnut and Irish mist flavour. I don't know if there's even another. I can't remember what it said on the tin. We'll see. Ever Beyond, we know what that is. I've got a couple more on the way, which I believe is some like I spoke the other day, the Astons. I've got 3 tins. I think they do 7 different blends, Astons, and I've got 3. I know Jim's got one. I think he's got Rainy Day. Jim's got for his crack that crap open. But I've got 3 different tins. Different again, aromatic blends. I'm not sure whether they do 4 aromatics and 3, you know, like Englishes, whatever, I can't remember. I think one might be a Balkan actually. Oh, we look forward to trying them. I've got some Amphora Virginia coming, which I've not had before. I thought I'd grab a few packets before it, in case it is one of them ones, what I can't remember, if it's one of them ones that's going to be cut. So I grabbed a few packets of that. Waiting on cigars. 2 orders of cigars which I'm waiting on. Should have been here by now, really. Checked the tracking on one, and it's still saying it's still in Switzerland. But like the US Postal Service, by the look of it, you get very anything, you know. Then you're having a lot of trouble what Jim's having with his packages. It's Jim Corvette, by the way. Go and check him out. JC Garage. I'm surprised a lot of the pipes he had up for sale didn't go. He's actually put them on eBay. He's actually put about 20 odd pipes on eBay. But I don't think when he was doing the adoptions, I don't think I've seen them all. I might have missed out on a couple of them, and now they're on on eBay, but it's USA eBay, not over here. Well, Jim, if you do watch this video, let us know what your eBay channel or whatever it is, whatever you call it, on eBay, and I'll see if I can find it. Might be something else. As you know, I've got I adopted his Meerschaum. Look forward to getting some smokes in that. So about it, guys. Not much really happening. Just chilling out. Just I'm going no work tonight. No work for the first time in about 2 months. No work on a weekend either. Like I said, let's get my birthday out the way. As you know, it's coming up. Till you get that out of the way, then I'll go looking again. I'll find something after that. Not really bothered, tell you the truth. But I might even wait a little bit longer than that actually. Just lower this camera a bit. Well, Simon's making that's what Simon is saying, making a pipe, commissioned a pipe on a C.S. Lewis theme, so that'll be interesting. Because I'm like Simon, no ideas about C.S. Lewis, all I know is a poet. American poet, isn't he? Imagine him being British and not knowing that. Hey. Apparently, Sir John has helped him out a lot, sent him a lot of information on C.S. Lewis. It'll be interesting pipe to see that. I don't know if he's going to show it on one of his videos and actually making that, because bad is Millennium Pipes. I haven't seen Simon do a pipe for a while. You know, he's having a lot of trouble at the moment, Simon, with the old rolling rats. Screen crawls and things too. Mice, I can get, you know, not a problem. Mice, rats, dirty, you know, disease carrying vermin. Hope he gets it sorted out soon. I think he says he's got one more thing to try on the outside drain. He's got to try. He's got everything all plugged up and sealed now. So yeah, so there you go, Simon. The old birthday pipe you gave me 2 years ago with the dragon. There you go. I'm gonna see if I can tip it up without tipping ash all over myself. So that's a laser etched, the laser engraved dragon, also dragon on the bottom of it. Always appreciate it. So it does get smoked, like a lot of my LCS pipes do. Well guys, not much else to say really. So I'm going to say, enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the good weather, because I reckon come 2 or 3 days I reckon we'll be back to our usual wet, dank, miserable UK weather. So I will wish you all well, keep safe, be well. Johnny Onion, take it easy. You're doing too much for a man of your age. Stop being a stubborn old fool. You know, 5 hours on his tractor. At your age, Johnny, you should know better. Stop being stubborn, you know. No wonder your back was aching. As you say, you're getting older, you know. Your body can't take what your mind wants to do. You should know that by now. And having a bad back anyway is not going to help. So you take care, my friend. I don't want you having a serious injury, you know. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, you know. I love you, brother. Don't want to see you hurt yourself. And I also want to wish my brother from another mother over the pond there, Paul Gilson, all the best for his house hunting. Let's hope this one goes through. It's been accepted, his offer and all that, so it's just finalising stuff at the moment. So wish you all the best, Paul. Hope everything gets sorted soon for you, as we'll soon find out if you do watch him. Right guys, I love you and leave you. Take care. Sweet smokes everybody, and I'll catch you on the next Welshy's Waffle.